Slow paddle. Hi, welcome to Slow Paddle. Yesterday we had a brew day. It's the second brew that I did with my new system, but it's the first one that I had some of my friends over to help out with. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what we're brewing and how it went. I think the most important things to any brew day is you want good food, you want good drinks, good beer, and of course you want good people to share your time with. And I think we were successful in all three yesterday. So on my first batch of the new system, I did a double IPA. So for this one, I want to do something a little bit different, but we're all still kind of that hoppy mood with spring coming and everything. Hops just seem to taste better this time of year. So I had the idea. Those of you who saw the Orville Day the other week, I had the idea to take the Orville recipe and tweak it. And if you've ever had Orville, it's very hoppy for a classic Belgian Trappist ale type beer. So we took the Orville base malts and candy sugar and used the Orville yeast, but instead of using the Goldings type hops, very popular in Europe, we went with more of an American hop bill. So we're using Cascade, we're using Columbus, we're using Nugget, Palisade, Simcoe. So I think it's going to be a much more modern type of recipe with that American hop bill in it, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens. But then after we get through the end of the secondary, we're still going to hit it with Brett, so it's still going to get that Orville Brett taste coming from the Brett yeast. I'm going back to the grain bill for a minute. The main base of this is a Belgian Pilsner malt, and we also mixed in some pale ale malt um, and some Abbey malt that Wireman makes. It's supposed to add some complexity and supposed to be good for Trappist ale. So we added a pound of that into it's a 6 gallon batch, just to add a little complexity and keep a little bit of that Belgian um, type identity. And of course we use candy sugar because you have to use candy sugar in Trappist ale as far as I'm concerned. A little bit of the Carahel um, and Vienna for the caramel malts. And we use the White Labs WLP 510 Bastogne Belgian Ale as the primary yeast. And then, like I said, when we hit the secondary, we'll add the Brett and Macy's. That's the WLP 650 from White Labs. We have it in the fermenter now. We'll leave it there for 7 days, and then we'll hit it with the Brett. Probably leave it in a few days before I keg it, and then says keg 35 days. We'll probably do some taste testing in between there and see how it's going. I don't think the Brett's going to take a full 35 days to work. And Orville is an interesting beer to start. If you do the vertical tasting over the years, it changes dramatically, but not in a negative way. Like some beers lose their hoppiness and just turn into a malt bomb. Orville tends to hold up for several years and still give you a nice, complex, interesting taste. So I'm hoping we can achieve that with this. And if we do, we'll definitely make more. One last thing. We're kind of new to the YouTube game, so if you could do us a huge favor, hit subscribe and like and comment below and all those great things, that'd really help us out. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.